Forehead. Okay, beautiful. Welcome, all you lovely lads. Welcome to the party. I'm here, joined by my new best girl, Jenny. Jenny, say hi.
Hi.
Jenny is really shy today. She was very nervous about coming on. She was very nervous because she was really worried that people would see her and be mean. But I assured her, everybody in our community is excellent. It's just the coolest people in the world. So what we're going to do today is, well, wait, before we get started with any of that, the first thing we have to do, the most important thing, you guys know it, it's the cheers with chats. So find yourself a beverage of any kind, lift it, and join us now. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Cheers! And cheers to you guys too. So, welcome to the party. Today, Jenny and I have been talking for a while. We've been hanging out. I thought she was a really cool girl, and I wanted you all to meet her. So, we're going to do that in what I think is the most natural way possible, or most unnatural way possible. And we're just going to talk. And please let me know if you can hear us or not. Can you guys hear us okay? Can you hear us? Or is it too loud in here? Somebody give me something here. We've got lost comments? Yes. Okay, cool. I got it. That's Julius popping in. All right, good. Awesome. We can hear you no problem. Awesome. Great. Good. Excellent. So, then in that case, what we're going to do is we're just going to talk. We're just going to talk a little bit. Jenny, don't be so shy.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
I'm okay.
You know, it looks like you changed completely just because we turned the camera on. Right? Like just a minute ago, you were up and you're having a good time. You're, yeah, woo! And then now that the camera's rolling, you all of a sudden you shine. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Do you feel uncomfortable?
Uh, no, just okay, but I don't know what to say.
Well, don't worry. I'll leave that.
Okay.
Okay? I'll leave that. You don't have to worry about what to say. Just talk natural. Just pretend that the camera's not there. Pretend that it's not there. Okay? So, can we continue our conversation from earlier? We're just gonna jump in where we left off and just keep talking. Um, but do you remember where we were?
Not really.
No, me either. Okay, all right, all right, all right. That's. Whew, it looks like we both have the same problem. A little bit of beer. Oh my, that is the first and the last time anybody will ever hear me call beer a problem. That's not gonna happen. So, Jenny, Jenny, do you want to tell them how we met?
Yeah.
Okay, you want to tell them? I think I think it will be more interesting coming from you. Do you want to tell them about how we met?
It's just simple. He is my English teacher speaking.
When when did we meet?
3 hours ago, we first met.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
So
But we still drinking.
so actually, I think that I was supposed to be a substitute today. Like I think that her normal teacher wasn't there today, and so they scheduled her with me for one day. But we had such a good time, and also we live in the same neighborhood,
Yeah.
and so we just decided, well, let's just go keep drinking, and it's worked out well. We get along well, right?
Yeah.
You know, I think one of the coolest things is that we have very similar kind of personality type. We're both very extroverted. We both like to have fun and party. And I need more beer. We'll, I'm telling you, we'll get you another one in a minute when you need it. But I think that it's really cool that when we met, you were able to open up with me and talk with me. And can I'm actually curious because I don't know this. Your normal teachers at the school, are you this open with them, with the other teachers?
No.
Why not? Like, why with me? What's different?
When am I open to them? They don't want to like listen. Don't want
Right.
just don't want to get it.
Okay. So they're just not interested.
Yeah.
Right. So actually, I have no idea because I don't know what any of the other teachers are like in the classroom. I have no idea. So are they just focused on? No, here's how you say that in English. Oh, here's the word. Here's the grammar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that what it's like?
Yeah.
To me, that sounds so boring. Right?
You know?
Yeah. Right. Like, uh, my style is very different. Right? My style is just more about like being comfortable, being comfortable, having fun, having a good time. Cheers. I like this place. They serve their beer in iced mugs. It's cool as shit. And so, for me, like my thought, my view on it is that if somebody feels comfortable, then the language doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
They feel like they can just talk. Maybe, oh, I don't know this word, I don't know this word, but okay, that's fine. We'll figure that out.
Just talking.
Right, just talking, just having fun,
Yeah.
right? And this is an important thing for you guys to learn because it's the exact same as a date, as the first date. So we were talking about that earlier, and like, let's give a quick little demonstration. So Jenny, where are you from? What's your job? Oh, what's your hobby? Oh, that's cool.
That's interesting.
She's right, like she's so bored, man. She's so
Yeah.
bored. And so instead of those interview questions, like I keep telling you, don't use interview questions, right? Instead of that, engage them in something. Even if you ask something like, I asked her earlier, what's your job, right? Part of the class, I'm getting to know you a little bit. Okay, so what's your job? You work in imports. Okay, cool. You import food additives, like what? Like MSG, like all that, the stuff that makes shit good, right? That's what MSG stands for. It stands for make shit good. And she started laughing. She's having a good time with it because she's like, no, customers hate it, they hate it. And I'm like, who cares, right? Like they still eat sugar. They still go to fucking Loteria. At least if you're gonna go to Loteria, make it taste good. Put MSG on it. Different than normal. Because if you're saying the same things as everybody else, if I said, oh, imports, that sounds interesting. That sounds really fun. So, what do you import? Oh, food additives like ketchup? Right? It's like, fuck, man. Right? So you can't do that. Instead, what you should do is you should actually speak your mind. You know how sometimes somebody will say things and a thought will pop up in your head and then your brain says, oh, no. I can't say that. Say that thing. That thing, say it. So, here's another example. Jenny, earlier, you told me that you have to practice golf all the time. What was my answer to that? Do you remember? My answer was 3 words. My answer was, ew, gross, why? Right? And like, what? Nobody's going to say that. Nobody ever says that. She was instantly like, wait, what? Hold on. This is different. This is different. So, this is exactly what I've been teaching you guys about. whenever I say that, if you're on a date, if you say the same things as everybody else, her mind actually turns off, right? So if she's saying the same thing, you're asking the same questions as everybody else, she's giving the same answers, she's not thinking, she's not engaged, she's not paying attention to you, she doesn't care about the conversation at all, she just wants it to fucking end, either just like buy her a beer or try to feel her up so she can slap you and make it more interesting or fucking something, anything, because that stuff is dead. Instead, say that stupid shit that pops into your mind. Say that stupid shit that you've heard me and Julia say before when we're out. Where we just laugh at it, we make fun of it, and we enjoy it ourselves. Because if you are enjoying it, cheers. And she will too. That's it. Are you having fun? Are you having fun tonight? When we suddenly when we started tonight, did you think this was gonna happen? No, not even possible. Right? But now, 3 hours later, we're besties. We're just not besties. And this is what this is what I want you guys to learn to do. If you can make friends, you can make girls interested. But you have to learn how to make people interested. The best way to make people interested is to be interested in them, is to find out more about them. Right now, already, I know more about Jenny after 3 hours of hanging out and drinking than I do about most of you guys in the community. Why? Because she's interested. She's giving me stuff. Okay, cool. We're talking back and forth. We're working on this. Make people interested in you by being interested in them. Find out more about them. Ask them the questions. And cheers to you. Hold on, wait. Where did it go? There it is. Cheers to you, Angel. Angel said cheers. Who also says cheers? Now, by the way, Jenna, I think that Angel is the guy whose picture you gave a thumbs up to earlier. This guy, do you remember Entrepreneur Story? And you were like, oh, that's a good picture. He's here. I think that's him. Yeah, say hi, Angel. Well, somebody's in the running for that blind date. We'll see how that goes. Oh, is that you, Ricky? Nigel Mitchell. Okay. Interesting name, pretty Ricky, but cheers to you too, buddy. And the orangutan gang. See, everybody's here just for the cheers. They love it. Love it. Okay. So, I'm going to keep this conversation going with her. And we're just going to kind of shoot the shit, see how this goes. We're going to just talk. We talked a little bit before about future, right? Now, I'm not going to get into anything too personal here. Don't worry. Okay. But I'm just curious about you. So, right now, you were talking about earlier how you feel like you're focused on your accomplishments. What do you think is your biggest accomplishment? What's the accomplishment you're most proud of so far?
My work.
Your work. Why?
I have to.
You have to do it. So you're proud of it?
Yeah.
Are you good at it?
Yeah.
How good? Like 1 to 10. How good?
Maybe 8.
8? 8's pretty good.
Yeah.
8's pretty good. Okay. Now, do you actually think that learning Chinese is gonna help?
Yeah, but I think English is more
Well,
important.
I mean, yeah, like because you work internationally, right? So
Yeah.
English is obviously more important. Dan, I'm actually, I'm curious about this. Why aren't you proud of your English? I think your English is good. Can you guys still hear us whenever we're talking to each other? Can you all still hear us when we're talking to each other? Thanks for mentioning my name, though. Anytime for you, Ricky. And cheers to you too, Crow. Cheers, buddy. Toot and I are at the best bar in Daejeon. That's that's like one of three possible bars. That's not exactly. Right? It's like damning with faint praise there. The best bar in Daejeon. Okay, go. Which one is it? Which one is it, by the way? I'm curious. Have you ever been to Daejeon?
One time.
One time.
One time.
Why? Why did you get a Daejeon?
For business.
For business. Of course, for business.
Yeah, you know, some bakery.
Yeah, there's a bakery.
I went to there for my product.
To sell them MSG, baby. Okay, interesting. So, did you?
I don't know bar
You don't know anybody, but so when you went there, you didn't get to like hang out or party.
because I went there with my father. I couldn't go because he doesn't like to drink.
Does he like to drink?
No.
Your father doesn't drink.
Yeah.
So did you get it from your mom?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah!
Yeah.
Cheers to that. Cheers to drunk mama. I'm down with that.
You know, my mother go through 10 bottles and 10 bottles. Okay.
That that is in most countries that is considered a suicide attempt. 10 bottles of soju. Now listen, I'm a drinker. I'm a heavy drinker.
Yeah, I know.
But here's the thing: is the most soju I've ever done. Okay, so years ago, I was dating this girl, and she had a brother who was 1 year older than
Yeah.
me. And this new Samgyeopsal restaurant opened near my home, and they said, "Oh, if you come here to drink, then the beer is only ton, but the soju is only per bottle." And so we went. We just got all the soju.
Yeah.
My last memory of the night was we looked at the counter and we counted how many soju bottles, and it was 15. 15 bottles for two people is a fucking lot. I cannot imagine doing 10
Yeah.
because that makes it like seven and a half each, right? And we were fucked up. Like later on in the night, we got some fried chicken and sat in the park drinking beer, and I ended up throwing fried chicken at people because I was so drunk. Right? Not proud of that. Do not recommend it. Do not do that. That is probably assault. I'm not sure, but
Very rude.
very rude at the least. At the least, very rude. At the most, possibly illegal. But still, that's how drunk they were. After 7 or 8 bottles, your mom drinks 10, and she just like goes home okay.
Yeah. Very.
That's wild.
Yeah.
So,
So my limit is like 4 bottles of coffee.
well, what about you? What about you? How many?
I did a count. No count.
I told you. Listen, whenever it comes to beer, the only people who count are elementary school students. Fuck that shit. I don't need my ABCs and my 1, 2, 3s handed to me. I'm drinking beer, motherfucker. Let's party. Cheers. Okay, cool. I dig that. But like, you have to wake up tomorrow at 7.
Yeah.
So, how many can you have tonight and still get up and be okay?
What time? 10.
Right here. Oh, so you're more worried about the time, not the amount, right? Like the beer doesn't matter, just the time. I told you I like this girl, y'all. My new best girl, Tammy. I dig it. I dig it.
It's no matter.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. I feel the same way. Like I have some client calls in the morning, and I'm like, it'll be fucking fine, right? Like I'm not worried. Besides that, the best thing about my job is that all of my clients know exactly who I am. Like this is part of the thing. Right? It's not a secret. They're like, oh yeah, if I'm calling Jack at like 8 a.m., I know he's hungover. Maybe still drunk, right? Like it's part of it. Okay, cool. I love that. You want to hear something else? At the school, they all know too, right? Like because I'm very honest about who I am. And so normally we only start classes at 3 p.m. So I'm okay for that. But on Saturdays, we start at 10 a.m. And and at first I didn't work on Saturdays, but they asked me to. They said, "Listen, you're so popular, like you're getting requested on Saturdays. Everybody wants to take your class, but they don't have time in the weekdays. Can you come on Saturdays?" And I was like, "Okay, I'll come, but just so you know, I will be fucked up, right, when I get there. Because Saturday at 10 a.m., right? Like on Friday night, I'm still gonna party.
Yeah.
So
Of course.
I'm not changing that.
Yeah.
Are you okay? And they said, we don't care. As long as you come, you're here, you're on time, and you're like, all right, good enough.
Okay.
So I go in there fucked up on Saturday mornings, and I'm like, all right, bitches, we're going to play some D&D. All right, we got to get 2 more of these bad boys. You tell me out.
He knows.
Yeah, he knows Cookie Cookie. Yeah. The two of them are university students in Dayton. Kites. Kites, yeah. They're students down there for Kites. Yeah. So Coot, this is 2 people. This is Coot and Angel. Coot is doing his doctorate down there, and Angel, are you doing your master's right now, or your bachelor? Or wait, are you in the same program with Coot? I don't remember. I only met Angel once, maybe twice. I don't know. I get drunk and I forget things. But one time, so a long time ago. I can't tell that story online here. I'll tell you after we finish. I'll tell you about my date job girl. But you guys know this story. You guys know this story. Like those of you who are in the community who have met me, you already know the story of my famous date job girl. But I still can't tell it on live air for legal reasons. So I'll have to wait until after we finish to tell you that story. But anyway, yeah, you said that the thing you're most proud of is your work. But earlier you said that like you're not really that into your work. So wait, I'm curious. What are you most interested in? If you could like clean slate, erase everything, start over, I can do anything. Right? Like we're doing an Aladdin. Like I can show you the world. Anything you want, anywhere you want, anything at all. What would you want to do when you were 22? Back when you were 22.
I will take a photo.
You wanted to be a photographer? Okay. Why?
I really love it.
You like taking photos? Of like selfies or like of other people?
Like nature.
Of nature.
I I really love.
Oh, that's interesting. So you prefer to be on the other side of the camera?
Me?
Yeah. So like for me, like I don't like being on the other side of a camera. I like being right here. Spotlight.
I know I want to like I don't want to.
You don't want to be in. I'm the opposite.
Ah, really?
I'm like Simba from the Lion King.
Ah, really?
Yeah.
Actually, I don't. I want to like when I travel always.
But why not? Because I think you like attention.
Me?
Yeah, you like attention, right? Okay, I'm turning it off. You like attention, right?
Me?
Yeah.
From other people?
Yes.
Little.
A little bit.
But not that much.
Okay, but you dyed your hair for attention, right?
Oh no.
No? But then why? Because you know that it's going to get you more attention, right? Because this is Korea, so you stand up. You're different.
Yeah, but you know, last Friday, I went a meeting for my clients, and the client said to me, "What happened to your hair? Who are you?" And I said, it's yellow. I know, sorry."
That's what you said?
Yeah, but he said like, this is a problem. So he said, really?
He said it's a problem?
Yeah, very big company.
We have to channel our inner eyes. That's just who I am. Wow. Like, what do you do with that shit? Why is that a problem?
I don't know, but when I go into the office and every people look at me and very I don't want, but I did.
Then why did you do it?
No reason, just like it's summer.
But it's a big change. So, like, what was your mindset when you were getting it done?
Don't think it. Just
Come on, that that takes at least 2 hours, right?
no 4 hours. It takes 4 hours.
Okay,
Oh my
4
god!
hours.
Don't worry.
For 4 hours,
Yeah.
for 4 hours, you're telling me you didn't have a single thought. How long did it take you to get to the salon, right? Like, so from your home to the salon, let's say maybe 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe 30 minutes. So even if you had like just, that's it. I want to dye my hair. Okay, cool. Now I have 30 minutes to think about it on the way there. And then while they're working on it, I have 4 hours to think about it. And your answer to me now is nothing. Right? Like, come on.
Because I didn't know that it takes like almost 4 hours. I thought it was like 2 or 3 hours.
Still though, like my question is like, why did you want to do it? Don't get me wrong, I like it. I
I
think
want
it's
to
good.
like reveal my connection.
The fun side.
No one side.
Well, what do we got? You want to disobey? No, like a rebellious attitude?
Oh,
Okay.
I really wanted to
Okay.
censor me because to my father, and I don't want to obey.
You know, for 16, this is very rebellious. For 27, this is
Okay.
fucking white bread. You know, like this is just like it's a toast sandwich, right? Like what is as far as like rebellious attitudes go?
My father said to me, "Oh my God, all the business is done. Oh my God, done."
I
Said to me, and
I
I said, "제발 오버하지 마세요."
I love how melodramatic fucking everything is. This is wild. This is wild.
I really, he said like to me, like every business is done. And I said, "Please."
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Look, we'll be okay. And hey, worst case scenario, we can just eat a toast sandwich. I like fuck it. This is the most basic shit in the world. You didn't color it like pink or purple or any weird shit.
It's very okay.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Just yellow.
it's obviously not natural. It's not natural, but it's not a crazy color. I think it's cool. Cheers. Okay, hold on a second. Let me. Okay, go ahead. Hi, Jack. Are you still in Boracay? You're now in Bangkok. Okay. No, I'm back. I'm back in Seoul. I'm back in Seoul now. Yeah, that's right. Pretty Ricky got it exactly right. I got back into Seoul 2 days ago, and I just met Cool Jenny today. Now, by the way, you guys never answered me. Can y'all hear us whenever we're talking towards each other? Can y'all hear us okay? Because I'm a bit worried about the directional sound here. I don't want it to pick up all of the fucking the unwatched masses around us, the plebeians. As if I'm someone to look down on people. That doesn't exist. Uh, it looks like we're hemorrhaging viewers. Like people aren't interested in hearing what an actual blind date looks like, what an actual successful blind date looks like. But you guys should be taking notes and paying attention. I hope you're paying attention, especially to the fact that I'm pushing back on her. I'm pushing back whenever she says something that's like, oh, it's nothing. Oh, it doesn't matter. Oh, this. Oh, I didn't have any thoughts about it. I'm pushing more. And I'm like, no, that's not true. That's not, no, but you said this thing. Okay, awesome. You can hear me, no problem. Thank you, Orangutan. Appreciate it. But yeah, you should absolutely be fucking taking notes on this stuff because I'm not letting her get away with any non-answers or anything like that. I'm pushing on it and I'm helping her to come out of her shell a little bit more. Important, I'm not judging her for any of her situation, for any of her answers. I might make fun of them. I might tease a little bit about it. Like whenever I said, dyeing your hair is rebellious when you're 16, but when you're 27, it's fucking a toast sandwich, right? It's the mac and cheese of rebellion. Bland as hell. But then she was like, no, but like my dad, the company, and the clients, we're all freaking out. Like, okay, cool. Let's talk about that. Let's dive into that. This is wild. Because I don't know any of this stuff. I'm learning all of this live on camera as we're talking. You should be taking notes so that you know how to act on blind dates in a way that shows that you're interested in the person without being boring. Now, oftentimes I talk about things like don't ask too many questions because it sounds like you're just peppering her with questions and stuff. But what you just saw there was me ask her about 9 questions in a row, but each one was digging deeper, was really interested. Like, I want to know more about this. Hold on. And not just, oh, so tell me more about that. Like some shitty armchair psychologist you might see on USA TV or some bullshit like that. But actually, like, wait, hold on, explain this to me. Why? Why is this a thing? And then pushing back, making fun of it, having a good time along the way, but just talking, being interested. Have you noticed that no matter what she says, I'm able to grab a hook out of what she said and take it to the next question, to the next topic? The best way that I've ever figured out how to explain this, and maybe you guys can help me come up with a better way, but if you've ever played a video game, you know how sometimes, like, whenever they have the text box, then, like, some of the keywords will be highlighted in a different color. Whenever people speak, they have that same thing where, like, some of their keywords are things that you can latch onto and be like, wait, hold on a minute. Tell me more about this. Who was mad? Why was he mad? What was this? What was this situation? What kind of company does he run? Like, does he run like some weird, like, whatever the Asian version of Aryan is, brothel or something? Like, what? Why does your hair color matter to you? Okay, cool. Like, you can latch on to keywords, hook on to it, and then ask deeper into that. Because the deeper you can dig into the conversation in a way that's still interesting and fun. Because pay attention, right? Like, she's still engaged in the conversation. She's still interested. She's still having a good time. She's not giving me like, oh, fine, I'll tell you if you really want, right? She's not giving me that. She's still engaged because I'm still engaged. And we're talking about something that's important to her. Find those hooks, follow them down as the hooks go on. You're going to learn so much more about these girls that if you're on a date with them for just a couple of hours, you're going to learn so much about them, and they're going to feel such a deep connection to you. One of the things that I've seen guys say before is that, and this is a bit of a hot take in the general dating community overall, but some guys have said that, like, oh, you should change venues after every drink because it makes them feel like they've known you for longer. But what makes somebody feel like they've known you for longer is if you actually dig deep and get to know them better. So that's exactly what you should be doing. He says, right, yeah, giving pushes after every period of her speech. Yes, right, exactly right. So that's exactly what you should be doing. It's a push and pull. It's a push and pull. We have our conversation. Now, shall we change topics? I'm going to tell you something, and I just want to know, what's your first reaction when I say this? I have never dyed my hair. I've never had any piercings at all, and I have no tattoos on my body. What's your first reaction? What's your first thought?
Why?
Because you can't improve on perfection. Once something is perfect, like I clearly am, then anything else is only going to detract from it, you know? So that's kind of how I feel about it. How about you? You have ear piercings?
No,
No,
never.
not even all. Oh,
Yeah.
actually, confirmed. No ear piercings at all. Any other piercings? Nose, lip,
Not at all.
tongue, biggie? No biggie? Okay. Tattoos.
No time.
No tattoos. So you were natural until 2 weeks ago when you dyed your hair.
Yeah.
Is that the first time you've ever dyed your hair?
I dyed my hair like 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah, it was like
What color?
just brown. Very boring. Why you love Hey.
Because, that's the most Korean thing in the world.
Yeah.
Right, the most Korean thing everybody in the world is like, I wanted to change my hair color. I wanted something new, something different.
What color?
So I went from dark brown to brown. Yeah!
It wasn't dark brown.
Is it like black? But no, I mean your natural hair color. Is it like black or is it dark brown?
Dark brown.
Dark brown. So you went from dark brown to brown.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Most Korean shit in the world.
Yeah.
To me, that's funny. That's why I laugh.
Why?
Because most people, like you said, most people dye their hair for like some kind of rebellious thing,
Yeah.
or to get attention or something like that. But you just dyed it like
Brown.
you changed from Diet Coke to Diet Pepsi. Like you changed nothing. That's why I was laughing so hard.
So this was my first time.
So when you did this, everybody was like, whoa.
Yeah. Everyone come out my hair color. So much. Why? What's the problem?
But do you want people to talk about your hair color?
No.
No.
I won't.
You don't want it?
I just want them to think like, oh, you changed your color. Just
Well, I didn't even know that you changed your color.
I know because this is the first time.
Yeah. But when you walked in today, I was like, oh, cool hair. Anyway, we don't have time for that shit. Come on.
Yeah.
You know, she was fucking 30 minutes late for our class today. First time meeting, she was 30 minutes late. That's okay. Because I'm cool like that. Well, actually, I was just hanging out up front, fucking with the manager. I was trying to make sales up front. Actually, before you walked in, there was another girl up there who was signing up for new classes. And I was up there, like, kind of flirting with her and telling her, like, oh, there are no other teachers. You just don't worry about them. Don't worry about them. Just work on me, right? You need to come to my class. You need to come to my class only.
And she signed up.
I have no idea. I didn't have time to ask her
Yeah.
because we left right after to go drinking. Cheers. Jenny, tell me about your worst first date. The worst first date. We're just gonna continue our topic from earlier, right? So you've had some rough, right? You've had some bad, but
So many bad things.
so many bad. Do you want to tell them real quick what you told me earlier about how the dates are shitty? I want you to hear this from a girl and not from me. Tell them the same thing, the exact same thing that you told me.
It was first date and blind dating, and they just I need to repeat everything. What is your hobby? Where do you live? What do you like? What is your name? How old are you? Just make questions. And I thought it was really boring. But I answered and just stopped.
And then just finish the date. What?
Oh, it was fun.
So, are you fucking listening? I'm not making shit up, right? Like, I know this stuff. I've been on these dates. I've been that guy before. But I'm trying to help you not be that guy. Stop asking those questions. Even if you ask something stupid, it doesn't matter at all. It's more interesting than if I say like, oh, so what's your job? Or if I say like, who's your favorite Disney princess? Did you just see her face light up? She was like, oh, I've never had to think about that before. You just watched her brain turn on from off. right? Like she got involved.
This is my first time.
But that question is it's pointless. It's stupid. It doesn't matter. Also, her job is pointless, stupid. Doesn't matter. Like nobody cared. So ask her something different. Ask her something different. Okay. So seriously, this is your favorite Disney princess. Now, I really want to know. Wait, can I guess?
Yeah.
I think it's Mulan because you're a racist.
You're crazy.
That's a good reaction, by the way. That's a good reaction. No, really. Please tell me it's actually Mulan. I love Mulan. I love Mulan. Oh,
I didn't think about it. But maybe Snow White.
Snow White. Okay, cool. So you're into short guys. All right, cool.
Ah, no, no.
Snow White lived in a cabin with 7 short guys.
Oh my God.
No, wait, you told me earlier. You told me earlier.
Yeah.
Short guys, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I understand it. Now I understand it.
No.
Okay. All right. Snow White. Kind of into short guys. All right. Cool. I understand. I'm into it. I mean, I'm not that short myself.
You're just guessing.
I'm just playing. I'm just
I
having fun.
know
Just having
it.
fun. So
I know
cheers.
it.
You know, I'm a little bit prejudiced to my Disney princesses. My favorite is Ariel. You know Ariel? But here's the thing, it's that my wife's English name is Ariel. And so like I'm a little bit biased, but here's the real truth. When I first met her, she had a boring English name, and I told her, "Oh, we're not going to use that. That's not your English name." So I gave her 3 choices, and she chose Ariel. So I actually kind of gave it to her. So I'm a little bit biased. I know that. Oh no!
What?
Orangutan Gang says, "Let's play Never Have I Ever." I don't know if we can do that online, but fuck it, let's try it. Do you know the game Never Have I Ever? Comedy. 뭐뭐를 오는 Tokyo. So I'll say something like, never have I ever been to France. 내가 프랑스에 가본 적이 없어요. I've never been to France. If you have been to France, you have to drink. But if you have not, then I have to drink. So I'm guessing something that you have done. Now, maybe I'll say something like, never have I ever been to China. We've both been to China. We both have to drink. I can commit suicide. I can say something that I know I've done, but I still have to drink. Okay? Do you want to try? Okay. So, I'll go first. Never have I ever been on a blind date. Me too, Jenny. Now, before you pervs get any weird ideas, we're going to keep this pretty PG-13 for the live stream. After we turn it off, however, who knows? But now it's your turn. You tell me something that you never have done. So, never have I ever. Never. Take your time.
I think it's
Okay. Too hard. I have a better idea. Tell orangutan gang. Say, hey, orangutan gang. Say, hey. His name is. We can't see it right now. Yeah. Say, orangutan gang. Orangutan gang. Now say, orangutan gang. Go fuck yourself. Alright, he's one of my best friends. It's fine. I know exactly what it is. We're good. You're worried, right? You're worried. You're nervous.
Yeah.
You don't trust me. That's okay. We only just met 4 hours ago, right? Like, it's fine. It's fine. But orangutan gang. I like the idea. I like the sentiment. Also, go fuck yourself. Now, don't come me. She's so worried about it. If he's mad, then we're gonna start getting like angry texts scrolling down the screen. But he's not. And, like he knows what it is. He knows what it is. Speaking of which, I need more here. Hello. So, yeah. Oh, it's true. Oh. Yeah, there's a 0% chance that he's not. No, he's not engaged. He's one of my friends in area. Greater Seoul. Greater Seoul. I'm not gonna out him for where he lives, but near enough that he can come easily. However, wait, were you born in Seoul? Born in Seoul. Now you said you moved different goods before. Where were you born?
I born in Seoul.
I mean, like, what part of Seoul? Like, where is like home for you? Like, where you grew up before you moved? Gyeonggu. Now, I've lived in both Seoul and in Gyeonggu. I live in Yeongdo, and I live in Gyeongdo.
Oh my god!
What's up, Tingya? What, did you live in Gyeongdo?
Yeah, very deep. Very deep. Yeah. I went to high school in
Okay, good. Okay, good. I thought for a minute you went to high school where I was teaching, and I was like, if I knew you, I did not like. Please forget everything you ever knew.
No. I know.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Okay, good.
Don't worry.
You know, one of my this is actually true. One of my biggest fears. One of my biggest fears is being like meeting somebody now as an adult, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, I know who you were. You were my teacher in fourth grade." Or whatever. Like, but God damn it.
No way.
Okay, well,
I don't remember.
good.
You were. That's fine.
To be fair, I am very memorable. If I were your teacher, you would know it. You want to hear? Okay. Here's the weird story for you. One time, I went out to a bar with a girl who I met online. I think we met on OkCupid, and we went out to a bar in Bucha. And when we got to the bar, there was this old guy who I drink with sometimes. And he was like, "Oh, hey, Alice," or whatever her English name was. And she was like, "Huh? Mr. Rogers? Is that you?" And it's like her teacher from third grade or something. But like now she's like 24, 25. Right?
Yeah.
And I was like, are we okay to stay here? Like, do you feel uncomfortable? Because I don't care. I drink with the guy,
Yeah.
so I don't mind. I know him, but are you okay? And she's like, yeah, it's fine. And he was, I mean, granted, he was like, he wasn't like me. Like, he was like 60 or something. And so, like, for him, it was just like fucking, it's like meeting Santa Claus again, but as an adult, right? It didn't matter. It didn't matter. But still, to me, that was really weird. And so I have, ever since then, now I have this fear of like, if I go out to a bar, especially if I'm like with my clients or something, and I go out to a bar and I start like flirting with the girl, and I'm like, oh, come here, guys. Meet her. And then she's like, by the way, you know that you were my teacher like 12 years ago, right? God damn it! It would make things really weird.
Yeah.
So I have like a bit of a fear about that.
Yeah. But you gonna be worried about it.
At least not with you. I still have to worry. I still have to worry about it. It's not with you. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this one up pretty quick here. We're gonna wrap this one up pretty quick here. But before we do, let me ask you a very important question. When we started this live stream, you were very shy, very uncomfortable. You weren't sure what to do. Do you feel better now? Yeah, you feel pretty good, right? Gentlemen, the number one thing you need to learn is how to make a girl feel comfortable. If you know what you're doing and if you're leading the way correctly, then in any situation, she can feel comfortable because she needs to feel safe. She needs to feel cared for. She needs to feel that you're paying attention to her. And then she can feel comfortable. If you cannot do those things, if you cannot lead it strongly enough to make her feel comfortable, that's on you. That is your fault, and you need to learn how to fix it. Now, you just watched me take her from, at the beginning of this, she was literally sitting like this, protecting her body because she was scared and uncomfortable at the very beginning. And now she's loose, she's just eating snacks, just talking about whatever, and we're just drinking things and having fun. Why? Why? Is it because I'm the most handsome man in the room? I mean, in here I might actually be, but that's Korea's fault, not mine, right? But that's also not the point. The reason is because I'm leading this, and I told her at the beginning, don't worry about what to say. Everything will come naturally. You'll know what to say, when to say it. It'll all be fine. And then she knows that's true. When you're leading it properly, she feels comfortable in any situation. So, first date, blind date, first meeting, doesn't matter. I just met her a few hours ago, and we're already fucking besties. Cheers, bestie. So, with all that said, I hope that you guys have paid attention. I hope that you've learned a thing or two from this. This is, by the way, if you have not yet seen my Anatomy of a Date course, this is very similar, but the Anatomy of a Date is much more truncated, and I go through and I explain all the pieces as we go. So I highly recommend checking that out. If you want to know how to get access to the Anatomy of a Date course, DM me or the kid, and we can figure it out. Because I actually don't know off the top of my head how the kid has that set up right now. Actually, fuck that. DM the kid. DM the kid and get access to the Anatomy of a Date course. I'm sure we can figure that out. But in any case, thank you for joining. And for those of you who are still with us, you get a second Cheers with chat. Cheers. Cheers to you boys. And I'll catch you all next week. Papa Jack out. Say, Jimmy out. Give us like a one finger. Right here, your eyebrow. Yeah, like that. Look at the camera. Say, Jenny out.
Jenny out.
Beautiful. Now I have to figure out how to turn it off.